It's another great day here, Critter Nation. So I'm sitting in the 77 right now. We're gonna go over today the state of how bad the rust is on both trucks. But just to prove y'all a point, she still runs. And she runs good. Old modified square body, small block Chevy. Long tube header, straight pipe to Flowmaster 40s, and that's it on this truck. The old 77. You can't kill this thing. But yeah, she's starting to smell like really on-burn fuel, but decided since it hasn't been for a while since I started her up, she starts, well, you gotta pump the gas, but you know, old Carter carburetors, yeah, you gotta pump the gas up anyways on this. But yeah, she still purrs. She still purrs. Oh yeah. Now the driver's side of the old girl is not as bad, rust-wise, especially like here. That's about the only rust on the back of the and some flash rusting on here. That's about the only bad part on this side, on the driver's side. On the passenger side, it's way worse. But the other thing is, for the old 77, the driver's cab, in the cab, the rocker is pretty much gone on the driver's side. Here, check it out. That, and I don't know, once I lift the windshield off of this, I don't know how bad it's going to be around that windshield, because I know square bodies are known for having rust issues around that windshield. So, of course, the bottom of the doors on both sides are bad. That's a square body thing. That's a whole GM thing, really. But I mean, it is an old square body, so there's bound to be some rust. There's some rust right here. And then of course down to the bottoms. I'm probably gonna go with just panel replacement, both on the front fenders and the rear, on the rear on the bed, because I could get replacements for both. And the funny thing is about the square body, these come in pieces. So I can just get that side piece or whatever and just replace that, and it bolts together. It's actually pretty cool how GM did it. Hood I'm gonna replace because it's got the GM, it's got the it's got the crease right here. How they do the old square bodies, these hoods buckle right above the hinges on these things. They're known for it, and that's because the hinges will bind up, and then it bends, and it's horrible. You know, I've got some headlight replacements for these, going LED, and I've got halos actually, which is gonna be pretty cool. But I want to get some turn signal. I want to make some custom LED turn signal pieces. That'd be kind of cool. Some LEDs, something you can actually guys see as I'm either turning or whatever. And then on this side, this side the rust is pretty bad. I don't know how well you guys can hear this, but yeah. And then the passenger side, this thing's horrible. So this right here actually happens to be a me goof up. Good grief. I didn't know how long, I forgot how long the truck is. So I went to go out of a gas station, and they got that concrete loop thing. Yeah, that's something I'll never forget. But this side of the panel, this bed panel, I'm definitely gonna be replacing just completely. 'Cause I mean, that's pretty bad. Then the bed, or the lack thereof of the bed. I still got a whole bunch of crap in here, so bear with me. Like I said, what bed? Plan is on this thing is to do wood bedding in the back. We go like a red oak or mahogany. That's the plan, at least. So, yeah. Then I'm gonna redo the cab, both bottoms of the doors. I'd like to do something different mirror-wise, but we'll see. We'll see about that. The reason why I say about the windshield and the rust, if you look right here, if you look right there, there is some flash rusting, so that I'm worried about. But yeah, that's the 77. We'll go more in depth on the plans, and you guys will see. I got a lot of plans for this thing, and we're gonna be doing a lot with this thing. This is gonna be full resto mod. The K5 Blazer isn't going to be as much of a resto mod. So, yeah. This is going to be fun. Yeah, the hinges on this is binding up. And I forgot to mention the cab corners. So then the obvious question is how bad is this thing rust wise? I mean, we've got a bunch. So right off the bat, one of the things I definitely got to do is replace that door skin, and this window here. That's something easy to replace though, but the door skin, that's something I got to replace. I really need to wash this thing. Before I really get too deep into it. But here's the other thing. You saw how bad the rocker is on the 77. Well, if we go over here, what rocker on this side? And I mean, it's bad, y'all. It's bad. So I'm already worried about structural integrity when I go to fix the flooring on this thing. I mean, the flooring's so bad. Like it's like, hold on, let me see if you guys can get back here and look at this. Like back here by the steering wheel or by the seat. Look at that. That's all back there. So that's already back to the back seat. So I at least have to replace the whole front of the flooring on this, plus the rockers, plus, I mean, I'm probably gonna have to replace the whole bottom end of this truck. But then again, I could be wrong. The other question is will this thing actually start? Because I'm curious. The last time I had actually a good battery in here, it actually wanted to start, and it ran for about a minute. So I'm actually gonna go take take a battery, put it on here, see if it'll start. So let's see about that. Well, that was unfortunate. I was hoping I could get this thing started today, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to go through and I'm gonna have to turn the motor by hand, you know, get a giant ass breaker bar, and I'm gonna turn this motor a couple times just to see if it'll free up just a little bit more. So I think it's either a starter issue or it's just the fact that that thing hasn't ran in so long and it hasn't been running in so long that it just needs oil in certain places and it should be fine. So at least I hope. The plan of this truck is gonna be the fun truck. I want to go LS3 with a 5-speed manual behind it. I'm gonna put some roll bars in there because I do want to do some mild off-roading. Like I don't want to do some heavy rock crawling, but I want to do some off-roading. I want to have some fun with it. I want to get a convertible top for this, and I do want to lift it about 4 inches. That's about the max I want to lift it. Put some 35s, 33s on it, around 35s, 36, 37, somewhere around there. I know the truck, the Shideza, the old girl, has 35s on them right now, and those don't actually look half bad for truck tires. Those need new rims, granted, but we'll get there. And I mean, guys, it's just the bottom. It's just I mean, granted, yes, the floor is a major part of the structure on these trucks here. I get that. Trust me. But if you look at the firewall, in fact, actually, I'll show you guys the firewall here in a second. If you guys look at the firewall, there's hardly any rust on the firewall. There may be rust around the wheel wells, and actually the driver's side wheel well is actually unattached right now, which is kind of funny. But that's because it was a plow truck. Those types of things I can replace. Easy peasy. Well, not necessarily easy peasy, but you know, there's tons of square body parts available to me. I can almost rebuild that whole entire truck, minus some parts on the firewall, and I can get them from any number of different manufacturers. And besides that, any manufacturers, say like Classic Industries or Automotive Direct, I kind of want to work with one of you guys. I'd love to work with one of you guys and show you guys and show people, hey, we've got these products, these exactly work for these vehicles, and these are plug and play. We won't go there. But that's the idea. Now I'm going to do a complete wiring harness for both trucks just because, number one, we're doing a whole lot of newer stuff in there. I want to do KC lights. I want to do a roof rack on this thing. I'm going to do a bumper guard, kind of like that, but I want to put some off-roading lights on the front. Off-road bumpers. This is going to be completely off-road worthy. This is going to be the toy. This is going to be the fun one. This is going to be the fun truck. And who knows, maybe down the line we'll have a third square body and that'll be the tow rig. We'll see, you never know. You know, I would like to be able to tow with Shideza the 77. But I only want to do like hitch mount tows with that one. It's gonna have enough power that it'll definitely do it. Oh yeah, 77. Let me get to that here in a second. Well, the full plans on that one. That one, the 77 though, that's got a whole. I'll tell you some of the plans I already have for that. But yeah, I do want to put LEDs on this one as well, only because let's just be honest, the incandescents that they have for these suck. You can't see a thing. And the rear tail lights, I'm probably gonna put the same rear tail lights that I'm gonna make custom for the 77. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think, what the name of the K5 Laser was. The 77 has already been named. That's been named Shideza since I got her. That thing's been through thick and thin with me. Many winters, lots of storms. Just, she's one tough old girl, and you can't seem to kill her. So, that being said, what should I name the K5 Laser? What you guys think? Okay, well, as you can see right here, That's all completely gone. I mean, look at the firewall though. Firewall is mostly intact. It's not as bad as it looks. I mean, even the frame's not that bad. Which, quick question. Quick question for you guys. What was the suspension? Because I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, but this thing has 2 shocks per side on the front. Comment down below what exactly that suspension package was, because I know that was an off-roading package, or like a utility package, but comment down below. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys come up with, because I couldn't come up with anything, but then again, I didn't research a whole lot about it. 1986 K5 Blazer. Of course, the windshields are gone on both trucks. Oh well. I realize one thing. For what I'm going to be paying to fix this thing up, I can find another K5 Blazer in better condition for less. I understand that. But for the price I got this, I couldn't pass it up. Also, if anybody wants some snowplow, a slightly bent snowplow mount for a K5 Blazer, hit me up. Oh boy. What exactly am I getting into? And can I really trust this rust? There is a little bit of rust on the hood and that on the top, and that's what is kind of making me a little nervous. I don't know if that's flash rust or not, but we'll see. I gotta strip this thing down. This gonna be fun, and it's definitely worth saving. It's definitely worth saving. But let me show you guys some of the rust spots. Let me show you guys what some of the rust spots like in the engine compartment. So, second. Let's see. Still need a jump? What? Let's see if I can go. All right, let's try that. See if that does anything. A lot of trial and error here. Also, it could be the starter on this. Really? Oop, I heard sparks. Yeah, it's the starter. It's the starter. Well, there you have it. The K5 Blazer does look pretty bad, I will say that. But we've dealt with worse. There's a lot more people that have dealt with worse and done something completely different with much worse rust-wise. So, with that being said, this is going to be a whole lot of fun. There's going to be headaches along the way. A little bit of cursing, swearing. But with that, it's going to be worth it. Trust the rust. The 77, the old girl, Shadazy. Well, let's just say for the main tank, the fuel pump, she's going to need a 3-pump system. And that's all I want to go with it. 6.0 iron block, that's where I'm going to leave it for right now. With a 6-speed auto built behind it. Yeah. But that's all we got for today, guys. Don't forget, trust the rust. We'll see you guys next time. Critter Nation, this is Tech Trader, and I'm out.